How you going, people? It's Benny Boy here. Today I wanted to show you how to set your skills right for attacking and to save your hero sets so you can just instantly access it in a couple seconds, spending 2k gold. Alrighty, so the first thing you want to do is obviously make gear. Also you want to pick one type of troops. Alright, so if you've done all troops because you just started off the game, you didn't know what this building was, you're kind of forced to go for whatever is the first level. So I did the right thing. I went for melee. Obviously, scouts for second, and third was Kev. But my main one is only melee, so only train melee. Um, so now I'll show you. So you can get obviously Sarkarans for attacking, Lynxes for defending. Then you get the stronghold gear. I would personally go for the stronghold gear. Maybe not the higher tier one if you can't really afford to get all the materials and whatever. You just go for the second tier because that's both Sarkaran and Lynx put together in a way, but it doesn't benefit scouts. It only benefits the one troop type. Yeah. So yeah. So I've gone ahead and got the best of the best that there is for melee. Obviously, I don't have runes maxed out because yeah, can't afford it to get that done. As well as it's a lot of effort. Alrighty, so obviously I do a lot more attacking than defending. Now, because I have spies as well, I would normally have defense and ruby because defense and ruby helps out my scouts. But as you get bigger and people don't really scout you as much, and you've got so much of a wall that people can't really break through it, so you just go full melee, so that you get an extra 2% of each. So that's an extra 4% times by 6, and then times by another 6. So an extra 50% health, or 25% health, 25% defense, really helps you out. But yeah, then that's just for melee attacking, and to defend it's going to be a bit more harder if you have scouts as well. But when you get to my size, you'll be alright. So I'm going to show you what you should do first, what skills you should unlock first, and try to do it in this particular order. So I'll go ahead and max out hero reductions, health reduction. Do it in this exact order that I'm doing it. If you don't have enough skill points, this is exactly how you should be doing it. Now normally everyone's got enough skill points for that, for all of these ones that I'm doing now. I think it's like level 50 or whatever, 54 maybe, to be able to unlock all this, if I'm not wrong. I didn't really search that up. Alright, and then you're going to want to move down into these ones last, because they only do 50%, and hero health 85%, and same with the defense. So that's why you do them last, because they don't benefit you as much. Last 56, I like to put it on offense and a bit on marching speed. Alrighty, special. Now some people are on level 62 or 61 or whatever, and they try to max out hero march, and then they don't have enough for to max out health. You want to max out health completely, like you don't want to have more troops in a march that are just going to be weaker. So you get that extra 20% health and send 40k less, you pretty much make enough for it. So it's just not the way to go. Always go for the better percentage than more in a march. I can't exactly remember how I had this set up. I think it was like this. And a couple on defense, maybe. So this is just for melee. Melee attack purely. I don't know what I did. Yeah, I may have screwed that one. So I should have went for defense on my last couple of points, but you get what I mean. Alrighty, so that's your gear. So now what you want to do is you want to save that. So it's right here. So once you get all your skill points in, all your gear, that's the one I want to do when I Oz someone on a town, or I can even use this as a defending if I didn't have scouts. I do a different set for scouts. Now for this one, for just melee only, I'm going to save it right here. I'm going to call it melee defense slash attack, because it works out for both. So now all it does is take me 2 seconds to get in there using the activation button. Alrighty, now I'm training. That's all it takes. Done. And now you got it. Let's look back at the melee one. Done. So you just press 2k gold and you're straight into it. So training, you got to have your own set. Training, I figured out that you just do it on its own because you want to get all levels on training, level 2 and level 3, and training costs, you want to get that down, and training number. So that it doesn't really leave you with much skills left. I don't think there's any boost packs in here. So yeah, just like that, having your gear, save it in your hero, training on its own. Main production. I don't have to activate it, but yeah, just easier. Alrighty, so I've got it set up for stone production, as you've seen from the last video. And so here, learning speed and building. Level 1 and 2 done as well. And cost reduction down on both of them. So all you need to do is just scroll down, change your gear, then you're set. That's it. So you can use this as a building and a research and your stone production or whatever production you're doing, all in the one stat called main/production is what I'd call it. Loot and attack. I'll show you. Might as well just show you the skills for this. Also with these training ones, training speed one. It's not the best training speed you could do, but the capacity 15%, and if you want to save on more gear, this is the best gear for looting. So skills, it's pretty simple. I obviously went first for reductions because that's what matters. If someone's defending it, went for March speed because I like to loot quick. There's capacity level 2 right there, so that I get more in a hit. And I think there's another one. There's the other one. See, and as I've seen, skipped melee health, melee defense, did troop health because I'm attacking, so I went for the health as well as it kind of does both, and a little bit more in health. And that's how I got my looting one set up. What else we got? Pope defense is basically exactly the same as melee defense. Besides with Pope gear, I go with melee health, melee defense, and ruby because it's an extra 4% instead of just having defense and offense for melee. So it helps you out a bit, gets you an extra 4% like I was talking about earlier. So I've done that on the whole set because it's locked to its rune. So, you could use it for scouts as well, but you're pretty much only using it for melee because you got all the runes stuck on them. So, yeah. Melee and scouts, this is a decent one. This is what I use just as an all-round, not really expecting to get Oz, but if I think someone's going to scout me. So I'll cover a bit more into the health side of it for scouts. I think that was it actually. Specials, I can just max this one out 50 and max this one out as well, so 50-50, which is good. And a little bit into the defense and a little bit into that defense, so it works out well for an all-round strength. A little bit more skill points added to it. And yeah, that's why I try to keep Ruby and Tourmaline. Oh, I don't even know if I use Tourmaline really, but I put to 30 on all of them. Alrighty, obviously having a maxed out Shaman really does help. Because you want to have the one troop type, so you got to focus on one because this shit isn't cheap. So here we go, smacking all my gear. That's the wrong one. And just like that, I can do that. Spend 2k and I'm straight into attack. Melee slash attack. Let's go ahead and check on one of these. 20%. 20%. Hit this 10. Just for a little bit extra on the stats. I hit prior to this with absolutely no shaman, no skill set at all, no gear to either. So it just shows how important gear and skills really are. I'm pretty sure you almost double your strength. It's insane. So here we got 4,500, 5,000, and let's call it 5,000 for that one too. And instantly there you see like an extra 4k on the, what was it for? Yeah, 4,000 extra offense, 3,000 extra defense, 3,000 extra health. So it helps immensely. Healthy. That's like all my knowledge. Really, I've got how much knowledge do I have? I've got a lot of knowledge. So basically, 127 bill knowledge. Your hero's worth 80 bill worth of knowledge in that way, in that aspect. That it helps you out that much. The hero and shaman is so important. But yeah, so that's basically all I wanted to show. I think I've covered all aspects of it. Yeah. So, I'll cover this real quick. So, you know how I was talking about this, troop upgrades. You want to pick your number one. I'm not even going to bother with 3. It's 30 bill influence, maxing that completely to T7. So that's 30 bill extra influence I don't want to have. I want to look like a small player. Now, I only ever use T6. I never use T7. My T6 are just as strong as my T7. Let's go have a look. Well, not just, it's a little bit stronger, but it's not the amount of money I spend on it. 8,000, 7,000, 7,500. 8,000, 7,000. You know, it's so close, and the resources used for these things are just insane. And the boost as well. So you just gotta, unless you want to screw yourself, you gotta stick to whatever's maxed on this, and then also knowledge as well. So you have to max it out. If you haven't maxed it out, you gotta use a lower tier. Same with these. If you haven't maxed it out. So if you got level 5 not done, then you got to use level 4. Otherwise, you're just screwing yourself out with resources and speed up boosts that you could be using on other things. And then also here, ball and defense. So it would help significantly to get that done. And here's some onslaughts just a couple of days ago. Let's look at the failed one first. So this is up against a 3.5 Trill clan. I got 38,000 shards for 3 point something, 3 mil and 50k T6 melee. So I used, and it was just under 40k shards. For this one, it was an attack one against a newbie clan that don't know how to set the skills right. 217,000 with a 3 mil T6 march. So that just shows how important. There was a noob, like, they don't really know what they're doing. Obviously, their KD is pretty bad. Yeah, Warriors lost. Yeah. But, yeah. If they had their skill set right, I wouldn't have just flogged them with T6 like that. And I think that's about it. Yeah, so don't use tiers that aren't maxed out. Being in Stronghold gives you a significant boost as well. Same as VIP, you just got to have that on. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that for this one. And yeah. also, because if you focus on one tier, one type of Isaiah, it's easier to you can't be doing 4 different types unless you want to be a multi-bill at this game. So you gotta pick the one. You gotta stick with it, especially with knowledges. I'll get into that more in another video of what knowledges need to be done first and what is more cost effective on resources and easier in boosts for the most amount of percentage. So also I would appreciate it if anyone subscribed to the channel. So Plarium offer special banners and thumbnails to help out the channel. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.